time on Deltora Quest, you guys beat up my poor little froggy man. You won.
You had it coming.
You found the gem, which was the emerald, I believe. Was it the emerald? Yes. The Dread Gnomes had come to an agreement with the kin, where the kin were going to return to Dread Mountain and resume living there. The kin and the Dread Gnomes were going to work on coming up with like a spoof potion to give to the Grey Guards. And yeah, you guys had a nice long rest, and that's where you are now. It is the following morning. I would like each of you to roll me a D100.
I didn't go my dice out.
Straight into the dice rolls.
Roll my D100, and I'm going to turn the light on and turn the fan on.
I was so hungover yesterday, I didn't clean, and I hate it.
Yep.
The chili smells too good.
70.
I said it is 6 o'clock, so I'll have to be right back.
So I saw Celine got an 83, we got a 70.
No, so
No, poor Octavius only got a 47.
But the chili smells too
Hey!
Worse was almost half.
good. I'm just sitting here, tummy grumbling.
Meadow Bay!
59.
Come lay down.
Hi, Jada. I heard you.
I'm back.
So
Hi!
They said hi.
the following morning, as you guys are
bad.
waking up and getting ready for the day, as you're like checking your pockets and stuff, the amount that you rolled is the amount of gold that you will find in your pockets that just happened to fall in there while you guys were battling a frog.
Hey, 83 gold.
Well, son of a bitch.
Yep. Poor Octavius. He's just not going to get rich no matter how much he tries.
From
I-
4
I have
gold.
74 gold.
Looting, I get.
I went from 4 gold to 87.
I went from 4 to 74.
I think I went from 0 to 47.
The only one that did have money before really was Oleg from his proceeds from winning that tournament. Everything else had been stolen.
I spent all of mine on hookers and blow, so.
Well, and then you guys might have found a few coins when we went through the desert as well, too. But otherwise, yeah, you guys are pretty much broke as fuck.
Yeah, we got like $10.
Oh my god. Pets.
Well, Oleg, you have more than that because you still had the money from the contest that you won.
Go lay down.
Oh, I know.
Oh, I thought you said you only had $10.
I did say that, and then you like called me out on it. So
Oh. Okay, never mind.
Oleg has 314 gold pieces.
Leave him alone.
Oh, Oleg has $10
Yep.
for retirement. Okay, guys, come on. Invest in your future.
So as you guys are waking up and stuff, Jasmine is going to come in the room.
She get money too.
Maybe.
Are you playing your game? Take it.
Guys,
What's up?
I just wanted to let you know that I'm going to be staying here for a while.
Okay. Any reason why?
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of help out the Dread Gnomes and the kin. You know, it's gonna be a little bit touch and go, I think, with their situation for a bit. So I'm just gonna kind of hang out here and try to keep tensions low.
But Oleg needs you.
Why?
Because he loves you.
No.
Oh, Lick, that's so cute.
Uh, I am a cleric.
And
You're supposed to
Oh,
be celibate.
Not that kind of love.
Like, sister-like kind of love? Is that what you're
I'm
going for?
talking
Yeah,
like
we all like have close bonds, but I'm not one to force someone to come with us if they choose not to.
no, and I'll probably meet up with you
No.
guys again later, but for now I think it would be best if I stay here. Besides that, Feely and Creek they kind of like it here with the mountain and all the trees.
I'm sure they could use the help. We thank you for all the help that you've given us, clear from the beginning.
Yeah.
hey,
And
this
I'll
isn't a
I'll be
forever
here again.
goodbye.
No, 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 no. I mean, when you guys, if you need anything or when you get back to Dell, send me a raven if you need anything.
Okay, we can do that.
Okay, bye then.
Bullock goes over and gives her a hug and then walks back to the group.
Oh, thanks. That's.
Wasn't that what people supposed to do?
I mean, yeah, I guess probably.
How would she know? She doesn't, like, she's lived alone in a forest her whole life.
I live with a bird
No. Yeah, no, no offense. You
and
not
a
the
cotton
greatest.
ball that talks. Well, squeaks.
I mean, she talks to me.
Yeah, yeah, true.
Well, if you ever need us, we're heading to the Maze of the Beast.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a good time.
Yeah, you
Honestly,
know.
I'd rather stay here, but gotta go.
Yeah, it is nice to actually sleep and not have to worry about getting kidnapped in the middle of the night.
Right?
So,
I'm so easily pick upable.
Yeah, definitely be careful on the road. I have a feeling that things are not going to continue to be as easy as they've been. I think that we've all been put on, the watch list, as one would say.
well, to be fair, it hasn't been easy for all of us.
I mean, I wasn't implying anything different. I was just saying, like, when you're out on the road, maybe stay undercover a little better. Maybe not go
Looks
to a
at
lot of
giant dog.
taverns. I don't know.
Yeah, good advice.
Oh, you two are gonna drive me nuts.
Okay.
S-
So, go
Oh,
ahead.
the one thing I was going to say is it was never really determined who was getting the emerald. I know you tried to give it to Jasmine and she gave it back to you. So one of you does need to take it.
What does it do again?
It's
I was
good.
just pulling
Information.
that up
Do, do, do. I don't have the
because
book
I
open.
don't know where my little book went.
Oh, yeah, when we cleaned off the desk, everything. It
Yeah.
might be over on the shelf there. I'm pulling it up here on my computer, too.
And is this the last one? How many stones are there?
No, this is not the last one. You've got two more that you need to find.
Okay.
Where's is this?
I'm seeing the ones that we have. I'm not seeing the emerald in the critical information.
That's the one that you just barely got from the frog.
Mhm.
I haven't added that one in there yet because I'm a slacker. Why can I not get this to open? for some reason, when I updated and got the new version of Word, like if I try to open a Word file, it doesn't open unless I go in and like open it the long way around. It's
Ooh,
really
that's
annoying.
annoying.
Okay, here we go. Would have been probably faster to just pull it up on the damn Discord. The emerald, the symbol of honor, dulls in the presence of evil, and when a vow is broken, it is a remedy for sores and ulcers, and an antidote to poison.
A vow. The vow breaking thing seemed to me like maybe put it on Oleg.
Yeah.
I mean, I could take it if nobody else wants it.
I mean, and just because one person has the stone doesn't mean that you guys can't be like, oh, hey, so and so used, try that stone to do the whatever thing, or, hand it to somebody for them to use. It's just, I don't want you guys to like leave it here on the table or something.
Yeah, no.
We just leave it. It's fine.
Oh, there it is. Desktop.
And also so I can write on my notes who has it so that I can then update the critical information thing.
Let's give it to Oleg.
This
Yeah.
pencil doesn't work.
I'd definitely be Dolan if we gave it to Octavius.
So far you guys have the topaz, the ruby, the opal. I said opal. I don't know what an opal is. The lapis and the emerald.
So we don't have the amethyst or the diamond.
Correct. But you can surmise from the map that you guys had originally, that Oleg and Blake had received from Jared the blacksmith, that the next stone is most likely in the Maze of the Beast. As one of the Akbaba was seen flying over it on the date that the stone was stolen.
All right. I think, before we head out, I think we'll have a little powwow. So Oleg will walk over to Salen. Like,
Hey, Oleg.
hi. So we've been traveling for a while, and we've never really actually sat down and talked. Like, is your memories coming back at all? Are you?
I think I'm. Maybe I feel like I'm getting flashes every once in a while. That thing we just killed was. It seemed a bit more like where I would have come from, whereas I haven't seen anything like it on land, but I have vague memories of something with tentacles like it had in the water. I'm sorry I'm not much more help than that, but that's about all I've got.
I wouldn't say anything about it not being helpful. It's just I can't imagine what it's like walking around a new place with little to no memories
It
of
is
where.
difficult. I always wanted to be on the surface. I wanted to, I don't know, be a part of both worlds, but now I'm just kind of not really a part of either.
Kind of reminds me of a little book I read when I was a wee lad, Little Mermaid. No one.
Never heard of it.
No, that's about a mermaid that wanted to walk on land, so she got legs. So
Pretty
whole
shitty
thing.
deal, honestly.
Yeah, and she ended up losing her voice at some point. And there was talking fish, and crabs and what.
Oh, I've heard that last part of the story.
Interesting. I would like to read it at some point.
So you have no memories of like where exactly you came?
Not really. I have I think it was a memory of a someone who looked a lot like me crying, but no, most of it is blanks.
Interesting. I don't really think there's anything Oleg can do to try to help in that regard at all.
I have no idea.
Octavius, you're a traveling fella. Has this sort of thing ever crossed your path?
Not that I'm aware of.
If anybody would like to give me a medicine check.
It's the first character that actually has something really good in medicine. Once I do, usually like a +1 or 2. Oh damn, 23.
Octavius is not a doctor. What's your plus, Octavius?
Mine comes to 19.
Okay. So, Oleg, the more you think about it and the stuff that Salen has told you, you can kind of surmise that it almost seems like whatever happened, and with the state that you guys found him in, he'd been kind of, or she, sorry, been kind of beat up and bruised and, had gone through something. And you can surmise that whatever had happened has triggered this amnesia type situation. And that, probably just given time, that memories will start trickling back more and more. Um, and say, Lynn, for your part, you definitely started to notice, you know, things that are more comfortable to you. Being in this cave, while it's different from anything that feels familiar, it's also comforting because it is dark. You're not used to being out in the bright sunlight. And it's just those little glimpses that are kind of helping give you hope that the rest of your memories will come back, but it will probably just take time.
Mhm.
And didn't Salen recognize the frog thing? Like that
A
kind of
little bit.
creature?
I don't think she recognized
Specifically,
it specifically, but the tentacles was what
yeah.
she latched onto.
Yeah, the tentacles were very familiar and kind of scary. Like, it was a familiar thing, like, oh, wow, I know what these are. These are tentacles on this creature. But at the same time, it gave you a sense of fear. Like maybe there was something that had to do with a tentacly monster that maybe put you in the situation that you're in.
Yeah, and that water thing that we fought out in the river.
Yeah. Oh wow. This did not print very well.
Oh, that's probably when I was running out of ink.
I literally just printed this for the session.
I don't know why it did that then. Weird.
Oh wow, no. It didn't do it. Stupid thing didn't save right.
Oh,
What the crap?
probably didn't update it again before you saved it.
It did. I saved it right before I printed it. Okay.
Anyway,
Could be. So Oleg, as he flips in the emerald to his belly chain,
mm,
he gets the feeling that something's changed in his brain. And he gets kind of curious, and he thinks the word hi, and he thinks that it's Ceylin. And Ceylin, you would be able to hear this. So when Oleg leveled up, instead of doing attribute, he took a feat, and he took the telepathic feat, where he can communicate with any creature he sees within 30 feet of himself. If it understands at least one language, it can respond back telepathically.
Wow.
So essentially, we have spores.
Report spores. We love it.
Yep. Where we can speak to each other without having to say it out loud.
But wouldn't it be that everybody couldn't speak to each other? They can just speak to you and you can
Right.
relay.
It's
Okay.
just me. Yep.
You're just now the walkie-talkie.
Yep.
Oh, like I heard you in my head.
Ah. So it did work.
Okay, so how does that work? If we think that we want to speak to him, can he hear it, or does he have to
I have to
instigate the
initiate it.
situation?
I'd have to initiate it. So I guess if you wanted to speak to me privately, I would say we'd have like a code thing where you like tap your temple, and then Oleg will initiate conversation, and then we can speak that way.
Cool.
Unless we all took it, then I guess we all have in our brains communication. So yes. Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good.
All right.
Is there anything else you guys would like to do before you leave the mountain?
Like how you holding up?
I think I'm fine.
Stressing?
I miss my kids, and I'd like to be back with them, but
That's understandable.
I'm fine.
I didn't feel like I'd be getting super homesick either, but I'm also
So
feeling tinges. I've always thought about leaving Dell and exploring and helping people outside of Dell, and now I'm here. It's a little different than I imagined.
All these people
yeah,
talk about homesick, and you look
Same.
over, and I'm just kind of scratching myself.
Thinking about Rachel.
I instantly stop and put my hands on my side.
It's the ones that leave the mark is the ones you remember the most, huh? No. Wait a minute, I'm supposed to say that in my mind. Oops.
Yeah, but they still would have heard it anyway.
Yep. Well, we can have some breakfast and I guess march on to our next destination.
Suppose so.
Nah.
To this Valley of the Beast? Maze of the Beast? Something of the Beast?
Right. So Oleg will actually go track down that head gnome lady. I forget names.
Glython.
Lathon. On our way out.
Hello, I'm magically just here now.
Amazing.
Yeah.
You have telepathic powers too?
No, I just was coming to check on you guys. And I just burst in the room.
Wow. We're about to head out. And
Okay, bye.
appreciate your hospitality. I do have a simple question.
42.
How'd you know?
You know, just a good guess.
Do anyone among your people know anything about the Maze of the Beast?
Well,
Rumors? Anything?
It lies on the west coast, and there's supposed to be some kind of dreadful monster that lives in there, but I mean, those are just stories we've heard. There's not really. We don't really leave the mountain, so I mean, we do sometimes, not so much lately, because we've been taking care of this giant frog thing. So
Yeah, I was just curious. Never hurts to ask.
yeah, it's supposed to be pretty bad, and people don't come back out alive. Is the stories, but that could just be to scare children.
Somebody had to come out, otherwise there wouldn't be stories.
Um, yeah, that's a fair point. Unless they just stood on the outside and waited for a really long time and nobody ever came back out.
Yeah, but then they also say that there's a monster in there. So,
I mean, there's monsters everywhere.
right? But you said big bad monster.
Well, I mean, we had a big bad monster here too.
Yep, sure did.
And
I mean, we've ran into big bad monsters everywhere.
yeah,
Oh yeah, there's definitely something protecting the next stone that we need to find, but
and
There's been something
chances are
protecting
it's
every
probably going to be
stone.
about one level higher than this one. One would almost say.
you know, that's a fair point.
Yeah,
What a level.
exactly.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure, and I'm glad that we were able to help you guys.
No, we appreciate it more than we can ever say. And if you ever need anything, just send a raven, send a message. We will help you in any way that we can. You've freed us again.
Oh, I guess there is one other question.
42.
There's second time today someone's told me to send a raven. Is there like a salesman somewhere that we can buy a raven to send?
Not here. I would imagine that you could probably find courier ravens in Dell or probably in Tora as well too.
Ah, yes.
Um,
Okay.
in between there, I don't know. Maybe Rithmir might have some, but that's kind of the opposite direction of where you're going.
Yeah, and we came through there. It's kind of a sore subject.
Oh,
Do you know of any good blacksmiths?
I mean, we have some good ones here.
Because I would like to find some armor of some sort.
What are you kind of looking for?
Non-metagaming style, anything to bring up my AC over a 15.
Uh,
What are you wearing?
yeah,
Studded leather. Basically naked.
that's not naked.
What's your dexterity?
And what are you proficient in?
17.
17 dexterity?
Yeah, 17 dexterity, proficient in light armor.
So you have a +3 dexterity. That's 16. What? Should have a 16. Studded leather. Oh no, that's a 12. I always think it's a 13.
Just a minute. I'm looking here.
What were you proficient in? Light or?
Yeah.
Light armor.
That's the best you're gonna find, light armor, unless you go magic.
We don't really have anything that would be beneficial to you here. But I do know that there's a traveling salesman in this area that might have something, if you're lucky enough to run across him.
Okay, I will keep my eyes open for that. I appreciate the guidance.
Yeah, his name's Steven.
Even.
Yeah, Steven. He drives a caravan. Him and his brother, but um, just a friendly word of advice: you do not want to meet his brother.
Could you send him a raven?
I can I Jasmine, can I take your bird? Jasmine's like, no, 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 right, no. Cree is not a messenger bird. No, no.
Well, I guess if we come across him, we'll see what he has. Maybe he has something better.
He does travel the roads around here a lot, and I just have a gut feeling you guys would probably run into him.
Wink, wink.
Wink, wink.
If you raise your dexterity up one more point, you'll get another point to your AC. If you stay with the studded leather. As well.
Well, we thank you for your hospitality and your wealth of information, but we'll go ahead and get going.
Okay, just remember what I said. You don't want to meet Steven's brother,
Why not?
Like
What's his brother's name?
Nevitz.
Steven backwards.
Oh, I never realized that. You're right. Huh. I wonder if
And
that's
I
a
guess he's the
coincidence.
total opposite of Steven.
Yeah. He's got a real bad temper. Steven though he's just a big teddy bear. He's really a nice guy.
all right, we'll keep that in mind.
Okay. I'm assuming you guys don't want to go down the mountain the way you came up. You'd probably rather take the clear path.
That would be
Sure,
nice.
Okay. So she'll lead you through some corridors and pathways and out a different part of the mountain where you can see a very nice path that leads down off of the mountain versus the one that you guys traveled up through on the kin side of the mountain. And she will leave you there. Safe travels. Like I said, if you need something, let us know.
We'll do.
Be done. So we walk this boulevard of broken dreams.
So you guys descend to the mountain. It takes a few hours to get to the base of the mountain. It took you, a while to travel up as well, too. But going down is definitely faster, A, because you're going downhill, and B, because you don't have to deal with a bunch of boolong trees trying to rip your face apart. And as you come to the bottom of the mountain, the trail connects with another larger road that she had told you, and I don't know if you remember this from last session, but she had said that, once you guys run into the river, just follow the river, and that will lead you to the coast and where the Maze of the Beast is.
All right. I don't know why that is not working.
All right, so do we all just start walking forward?
I mean, you guys can do whatever you would like to do. Now, so the way that I've built this particular map, because, you got a bit of a journey ahead of you, is I've split it off into different days, which is why most of it is grayed out, or should be grayed out.
So I'd like to do an investigation check on my surroundings, see if there's anything worth seeing?
Sure, go for it.
And I didn't do so good.
That is a really big rock in the middle of the road that's up there.
It is. Hey guys, you see that big rock?
That is a rather big rock.
That saw like an hour ago.
Good job spotting that.
I don't want to climb on top of it.
Okay.
I am now on the rock. With my better advantage, do I see anything?
You see that you're on top of a rock and that Oleg has followed you.
So hey, Oleg, I see that you followed me.
So by the time, and I did not do this to scale, so each one of these sections will be a day. So by the time you make it to where this rock is, because it's a real big rock that you could see for quite a while before you. The only thing that you guys really have noticed as the day has grown on is the fact that, you know, this road is bigger. And it does seem like it's a more well-traveled road versus a lot of the roads that you guys have been on before have been just kind of like when you were leaving the desert, just traveled, but not by a lot of carts or people. And you're starting to see that this road is definitely more traveled and that there's a possibility you guys will run into more people along the way.
So by now, would it be nighttime?
I'd be growing on to dusk, evening.
Oh yeah, I think we should go up here and make camp.
On top of the rock?
At the top, by the bushes.
Yes.
Because these bushes are like 500 yards across. Scale-wise.
It's forest.
It's actually just part of the forest, and we're now in a clearing in the forest.
Look, I just didn't want to make 50 maps to like have you guys walk down the road. So you just get one map that I've put a fog of war on, okay?
No, you said this is a full day's travel across. These bushes are like 500 yards each.
Those boolong trees were real big.
It's just the trip from Idaho Falls to Boise where it's just miles and miles of sagebrush.
Yes, that actually is
all that sagebrush is a single organism. It's just one plant.
So you guys make camp for the night? Or are you gonna be keeping watch? Or are you gonna just go to bed?
Oh yeah, I definitely take like first watch or second watch on this because, you know, if people are traveling on this, enemies could be traveling on this road.
Gotcha.
Blake's gonna take first watch. Just because I don't think Blake's taken first in a while.
I don't think Blake's ever volunteered to take watch and just kind of fell in because everyone else was doing it.
To be fair, you guys usually were a lot faster than me being like, I will. Like, okay.
So the first night will pass, nothing happens, you guys take your watches, it's pretty quiet. Everything's fine.
I like how you said for the first night it was that way. Don't expect that the second night.
Don't get comfortable.
They're coming for you.
Hope you ate your Wheaties because it's getting rocky.
So you guys wake up in the morning and realize that you can actually see more down the road.
It just magically appears.
It just magically appears in the morning light. You're like, oh wow, look off in the distance. I can see that there's more grass and even bigger
What
rocks.
in the twilight just happened here?
Go ahead and give me a perception check. You guys have been traveling through the day because I'm assuming you're going to travel. I'm not going to make you guys sit and eat breakfast unless you really want to do something at the start of a day. So,
Perception.
14.
That
15.
20.
No, 16. I can math.
Perception.
what did you say you got, Oleg?
31.
A 31. Oh, well.
Jesus Christ.
You and Ceylin.
Oh, hey, at Woody.
You hear it long before anybody can see it, but you can hear voices coming down the road towards you. And with your very high scores, you can tell that these are voices of the Grey Guard because they all kind of sound the same. They all have the same voice. But it sounds like at least two of them that are traveling down the road.
Well, it appears we.
Anyone have pass without trace so we can hide?
I do. I'll cast Pass Without Trace on us.
Yeah, that's probably wise. Well,
Run away!
Their beaks are strong.
Come on, mouse.
Oh, whoops. I just put a fog of war on them. I did not mean to do that.
Yes, pass out without trace on them.
Yeah, you can't see them anymore.
Since they're sleeping
All
on the
right.
road.
So as these Grey Guards come marching down the road,
Hurrah, hurrah.
hurrah, hurrah. The Grey Guards go marching 2 by 2, hurrah. Give me your stealth checks. And let's see, where's my sheet for them to see what their passive perception is. I had it yesterday.
Salen cast Pass Without Trace.
Yes.
Cool.
So
28.
what does pass without trace add to us?
What 10?
Ooh. Wait a minute.
Oh, I got a crit 20. Yay! I'm stealthy.
Our builder's not being nice.
What's that put my stealth at? 34?
Change shirt.
Yeah,
If
we're
you're
going to do it as a
stealth on the
group check.
Oh, because I think I had disadvantage. Because I was like, yeah, I got 29, but I had to roll. 25.
25. So with your wonderful stealthy group, you guys are able to take coverage in a tree, and these Grey Guards just continue on down the road past you.
Well, that was close.
Yeah, with my stealth, I could have probably robbed them as they were
Right.
walking by.
Same.
Yeah. And if they caught us, we'd be dead.
Yeah, your
Yeah, we
previous
could have defeated
run-ins
two of
haven't
them.
been so great.
Yeah, but last time it was like 4 of them.
I mean, we
Yeah.
might be able to take 2. Doesn't mean that there's not more down the road. Yeah, it's not worth trying to draw attention to ourselves while we're heading to our destination.
And then,
Well, since it's getting dark and we've been traveling for a bunch of hours, I think we should probably sleep in the tree.
Oleg wouldn't be able to do that very easily, so he'll be at the base of the tree and use his cloak to make him look like he's a bulge in the tree.
You'd have to sleep with the dog too, because Doggo doesn't do trees.
no, that's not true, because Lotus did climb a tree in the Forest of Silence
Yeah,
very
But
well.
climbing a tree and sleeping to a point where she wouldn't fall out of the tree are very different.
This is true.
It's like Susie being on the bed, rolling over, and falling off.
Ooh, on a related note, Susie tried cooked broccoli today and she liked it.
Meadow hates it. Meadow does
My dog
randomly
tried
like
sweet
strawberries.
peppers. So you know those like red, orange, and yellow peppers that look like jalapenos, but they're a little smaller and they're real sweet?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
My dog Bridget decided she loves them.
They're pretty tasty.
So yeah, Lotus can curl up with Oleg.
Okay.
Under the blanket.
I'm gonna do the goat thing, and I'm just gonna sleep in the tree. I've got
Yeah,
pretty good balance.
Mouse is sleeping in a tree.
Shaylin doesn't know how to climb a tree properly, so she'll sleep down with everybody else.
And we'll take watch from the tree. I'll take first watch.
Did Salen like shift into like a crow? Since you've seen Cree.
That's true, but I don't know. I like to use her wild shapes for other things, like summoning little animals.
Hey, to be fair, it is night, and that'd be classified as a short rest, so you'd probably get your shift back.
That's true.
I thought those only came back on a long rest.
Nope, short
Unless
rest. Oh, actually, that might be a moon druid thing. I don't think it is. I think it's short rest.
Here's
Yeah,
your shift
it's
back
short
and
rest.
also, to be fair, we might get attacked in the middle of the night, and then you'd be without a shift.
Not like I use it anyways.
Your night shift.
Yep, the watch.
Okay.
Yes. Oleg will take middle watch.
So once again, your night passes without any event. Seems as though you guys have avoided anything for the day, and you wake up again in the morning and realize you can again see farther down the road. Saylin, you give me a perception check.
Alright.
Especially with where you guys are tucked away. With
8.
advantage.
Sorry, no. Perception?
Yes, with advantage.
8.
I'll give you advantage on this because of who you are.
No, 13.
That will work. So, Saylin, the first thing that you notice when you wake up in the morning, you can smell water.
What does water smell like?
Water.
What would it smell like to Saylin? I guess that's the question. I mean, you are one of the water.
What
It
kind
smell
of
like
is it
home.
I mean, home smells like salty ocean. I'm not sure
Ah.
that smells like salty ocean.
Okay, it smells like not quite right home.
I don't know. Rivers always smell kind of sweet to me because of like all the vegetation and everything.
Yeah.
Just has an earthy, sweet smell.
I mean, Salem will make her way down to the river then, over throughout the day, leading them to the river.
Better get going. Salem's got an 18-hour head start.
Right?
So I guess you guys are traveling and you are able to see that there is a river that's starting to spread out and get wider as you travel. Oleg pops back into his tree, oddly enough.
I'm wondering if that river's related to me.
There you are.
It gets wider as it travels.
But give me another perception check.
Everyone or
Everybody.
Salem?
6. That's no 7.
21.
19.
30.
I'm going to make Oleg stop doing any of the group perception checks, because that's just ridiculous. So
What is your
Saylin,
perception bonus? Like 14?
What's that?
What's your perception bonus?
10.
10? Okay.
yeah.
I'm on and being a mark offending half orc. I get D4 with any perception rolls.
Oh, well then.
So I rolled a 16 on dice and a 4 on the D4, and my 10 makes it a 30. So I have the potential of rolling low.
But it's not likely.
Like the minimum I could roll is a
You'd have to
4.
get like a 30 to do bad.
Yeah.
And even then.
Even though
Even
he's
then,
still
that's
going to
13.
do average
Minimum
for
of
everybody
14.
else.
So you would have to crit fail to actually have a bad perception.
At the point of specking. He
Yep.
specced into it.
Yep.
I mean, that was Oleg saying is that he watches and does things, so it just made sense for him to go down this route.
Oh no, that's genius. That's a genius build. I like it.
So,
My bird druid kind of had the same thing.
am I good?
Yep.
You're
go
good.
ahead.
Yeah.
So Saylin is just overcome with the need to find the water and isn't paying much attention to everything else that's going around. Now, Oleg, you are the watcher, and you see everything that's going on around you guys. You've got your head on a constant swivel. And you will notice this, but it probably would actually come to Blake's attention first. You guys just kind of had this like weird feeling like you were being watched today. And as you guys approach the river there, you hear something in the bushes. And specifically, we'll say it's this bush.
I'm gonna go investigate the bush.
Bush, bush, bush.
Go ahead and give me an investigate check.
With the dog.
She can definitely help you with this, because scent.
Are those two? No, that's a D20 and a D12. God damn it.
I did that earlier.
14 plus what was her? 19.
19. So as you're starting to dig through this bush, you see two little mice just scamper away.
Wait. Where are you guys going?
They're people.
And they just book it. They don't make any squeaky noises, they just book it.
I'm following the mice.
Oh, like, do the brain thing. Do the brain thing.
Do they get 30 feet away before Alec would notice it?
I mean, Blake, I'm assuming, is talking out loud. Did you say anything? Or... I would say you'd be able to point them out. I mean, they're mice. They can run fast as fuck, but they're still tiny.
So
And he did roll for structure from hell, so he's like zeroed in.
not Blake's size, just normal?
No, these are like just normal little ass tiny mice. Little field mice.
Okay, Alec will shout in his head. We are friends.
Run away! Run away! Run away! Run away!
You went too high and
Oh.
cut you off.
Run away! Run away! Is that not a sign?
We heard that. That's
Okay.
With the squeak speak, Blake's gonna be like, hey, where are you guys going?
Away! Away!
They seem to
Why?
be frightened of us.
Oh, probably because we're large and scary. And there's a dog looking at him.
Yeah, that's fair.
Wait, what were they saying?
They're saying run away.
Were they telling us we should run away?
No, I'm pretty sure that they were talking to themselves.
Or are you assuming?
More talking to each other. Just
Yeah.
run away!
Scatter!
Okay, I want to make sure they were like doing the crow thing where 4,000 crows fly away because the Earth's getting ready to explode.
Do you want to follow Blake, or do you just want to continue on?
Also, I love that you went so high pitched that your noise canceling canceled it out.
Yeah,
I know.
I'm real good at that.
Blake's gonna follow the mice. I don't know why. That just feels like the thing.
I think Alec will follow, but at a distance.
So as you're watching these mice and they start realizing that you're following, they're just like just running away. They're just trying to get away from you. They just don't want to be your friend.
But I want to be their friend.
Away! Scary! Run away!
But I am Mouse. I'm just Big Mouse.
Scary! We're
I'm not gonna eat you.
leaving. Goodbye.
Oh.
I took a piece of bread out of my pouch and I put it in the bush that they were in, so they got food when they come back.
Well,
And I write a little sorry note, apologizing for two of our crew chasing them down. Hopefully they can read.
Little crabs around the paper.
I put bread on there, not bush.
So as you guys
No, I did put it in a bush.
continue to travel for the rest of this day, you still just kind of get like a weird feeling that you almost feel like you're being watched, but there's literally nobody around you. All you've seen is the two gray guards that left and two mice that have left.
Anyone else notice that everything's coming in twos?
Yeah, it's a little weird.
And we were told to watch out for the two brothers that are salesmen. There's a lot of twos.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Well,
Oh, it was the water. The water was fine, right?
Oh yeah, water's fine. It's just a nice river.
Yeah. Golik will wash his face and refill his canteen and probably watching Salen swim around.
Hmm.
So once again, you guys are able to set up your camp. You take turns taking watch. Once again, night passes, no problems. You wake up in the morning
Hey,
and you can see
Oleg,
farther down the road.
I'll say, oh, you want to see something awesome? I wake him up right before dawn. Watch out in the distance. You're gonna see it land up here. Just watch.
The sun comes up fast as fuck around here.
man, look at this purple bushy tree over here.
Isn't that a nice bush? I thought it was a beautiful bush. Kind of a nice.
I like how it's different than all the others.
Well, as you guys have been walking, you've noticed that the vegetation is getting more and more dense, which is kind of a nice change after traveling through, deserts and yeah, there were trees on the mountain, but they were trying to kill you trees. So
So while I'm down here, I point off to this one that I'm standing by right now, and I'm like, "Hey, Sailing, go look at that tree. Is there fruit on it?"
Okay.
they're flowers. It's a bush. It's just a flowering bush.
I don't see any fruit. I guess I could
This
try.
bush is golden.
Salen will try to eat a flower.
Sure, you can eat a flower.
If it's blue in nature, don't eat it.
What? As she's eating it currently.
It's a pretty tasty flower.
It's a lot more tasty
Wait, really?
than that one tree we ate, like the pine cones that we ate.
How wide is this river?
At this point, it's only about 10 feet across. It's pretty narrow still.
Oh, I'm jumping this thing. And I am eating the bush. I am a goat, and you got tasty flowers? They don't stand a chance. I am grazing.
As Oleg and Salen are over eating this bush,
Ain't eating no bush.
what?
Let's not eat.
Oh, Octavius. Sorry, wrong O name.
You whole plant.
Oleg, you're over there investigating that purple bush?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just kind of looking up here for the next campsite.
Blake, what are you doing?
Uh,
Hanging out
I
here by
think
your
Blake's
little bush?
just gonna kind of forage around for like food supplies, stuff like that.
Give me a nature check.
Surprisingly, that is not a high skill of mine. Or is it?
I'd let
Dang.
Lotus help you to give you advantage. She's got a good little sniffer.
Does not help me, but that is still a 16.
16. You're able to find some, nice nuts and a few berries and stuff that you can definitely collect.
Sweet.
You even find a little tiny bush of peppermint.
Yay.
I don't know what kind of tree this is that I'm eating, but I've eaten like every flower that was on it.
It's a blue bush. That's what they're called. Blue bush.
Oleg's also trying to see if there's like other wildlife that comes in pairs. Since Octavius had brought that up.
Okay.
He's
Do gray guards
down.
count as wildlife?
Where are you looking for wildlife?
Looks up here by himself, kind of up in the trees,
Okay.
checking out this teal bush down here, finding a sack of gold.
Give me another nature check.
Oh
Right.
dear.
Since we're looking at Mother Nature here.
She can't let you do away with perception checks. You had to change it up.
Yep.
Yeah, no, nature makes sense. I only have a +2.
Oh.
13.
You find two beetles on a branch.
Oh, son of a
Yeah.
bitch.
The same type of beetle?
Yep. Think like dung beetles, maybe. They're a pretty good sized beetle.
Does he report his findings to us?
You guys might want to hide. I got a friend that might try to eat you.
We'll find a little campsite up here.
Before you're getting too gung ho, going too far forward, I'm gonna actually have Blake roll this one since you guys were out looking around all over the place for plant life. Give me a perception check. And again, Lotus can help with this one.
Thank God, because that makes it a 19.
The 19. As you're scouting around and you find this peppermint, and you're thinking that you definitely have scored and you'll have fresh breath. You hear voices coming down the road again. And again, it sounds like Greyguard.
Hmm.
Oleg's screwed because he's on the other side of the road. That's cool.
Blake's gonna make her way down and try to like alert these two. Oleg, you're kind of on your own.
Yeah.
I don't know. How well would we be camouflaged right now? Because we're deep in the bushes, and there's the sound of water masking us.
I mean, you guys aren't out in the plain open, but it's not like you're trying to hide either. So, I mean, there's that. There's some bushes and shit, but you guys are also loudly eating a bush, so. But Blake, you could probably pick up a rock or something and throw it at him.
Yeah, Blake will pick up a rock and kind of have it like splash in the water to like get their attention.
I would immediately look in that direction to see what it was.
You see Blake kind of giving you that signal for like hide.
I go into full-on goat mode. I just lay flat on the ground. Just drop. Boom. Hit the ground.
Staylin dives into the river and it just goes straight like to the bottom and stays there.
Okay.
Tree.
Yeah, I did the fainting goat thing. I'm now just prone.
So let me give a. What are you doing, Oleg, while you're looking for pairs of creatures?
Guessing Oleg would have seen these Greyguard coming.
I mean, they're talking. They're not exactly, stealthing down the road. They don't really have any reason to ever be stealthy. They are the cream of the crop, as one would say. Oh, wow.
Oleg, I think where he's at by this bush, I think he's going to very quietly kind of sit down and kind of put his cloak around him.
Well, and lucky for you guys, these guys are, they're talking, they're out and about looking, make sure there's nobody causing problems, but they also only rolled a 5 on their perception. So really, unless you were standing in the middle of the road, you're good. And they will carry on down the road. And by our map scale, they're now like 3 days away. So,
They're fast.
yeah.
They can run. Holy shit. But there was 3 of them, not 2.
Yes, there were 3 of them.
But this is the second set, so there's been 2 sets of them.
I did find 2 beetles.
Wait, you found 2 beetles?
I did.
Were they the same?
Yes.
Like, completely the same?
They're the same species of beetle. I mean, I didn't check to see if one was a male or female or anything of that sort.
You could have asked them.
Well, I doubt beetles have very high intelligence to be able to. I mean, I can't speak with animals. Sailing, maybe. They have to be smart enough to be able to understand language for me to communicate telepathically.
I'm not entirely sure about beetles. I don't know.
I don't
Beetles are
consider a
bugs,
beetle to be an
right?
animal. Yeah, it's just a bug.
I don't think it counts as a beast.
No, these were just regular ass beetles. They weren't like some monstrosity beetle.
They're probably on a
Well,
date.
it's still 2 beetles. We need to be on the lookout for anything else in pairs. Because I don't trust this place. It's like the Valley of 2.
I mean, we're not going to a nice place, I'm sure. Yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna sit down here and try to make camp.
I would highly recommend not camping by the water. As nice as it seems.
Why?
Things in the night. Things in the night would probably come to the water to drink. And if we're near the water, it would lead to issues.
But Balin lives in the water.
Yeah, I can keep all of us safe. And any beer
It's like a-
around,
it's like a-
I'm sure I can talk with.
It's like a 12-hour march across the map to get to where the other campsite is.
Oh yeah, I mean beasts might come, but greyguards also. 'Cause
Then
they
I
have
guess
to drink.
I can just drown them.
She's got a point.
Well, I'm gonna follow Oleg wherever because he's the most observant of us. So I'm gonna go ahead and take his word for it. And wherever we end up camping, can someone move my marker because my mouse just died?
Perfect.
Sail and
Yes,
drown
sir.
them.
Yeah, at least we'll stay on this side of the river.
And in the middle of the night, something comes up this way and eats your face. Just kidding.
Who
Yeah.
who ate this bush?
I was hungry.
Mine was
No,
surprisingly tasty.
Oh,
they were kind of sweet.
this bush gives you the runs.
That explains it. You look around, there's little pellets everywhere.
At least you're regular. I'm gonna stay.
You see little pellets floating down the river. You guys did park me in the water, so
I mean, you do have pants on.
yeah, but they're very loose, so it just slides right on out.
Okay. Well, then, on that note, you guys set up camp.
Yeah, well,
You
You know.
sleep
The
again.
pants, they're very loose.
Morning comes.
With the runs.
Yes.
wow. This-
Hey, oh, watch in the distance. Watch this. This is awesome. Boom, there it is.
There's Jesus and a guy carrying a cask.
That's not Jesus. That's Mary. She's got boobs. Zoom in.
Is there 2 of them?
Well, I'm like at least a half a day's walk to him. I'm just seeing in the distance.
Yeah, I just put them on there yesterday so that they'd already be on the map so I didn't have to deal with putting tokens on.
I'm sure.
So you guys will, you don't see him first thing in the morning, but as probably about noon, you can see these folks approaching from the distance. It looks to be a farmer and what you would maybe surmise is probably his wife walking down the road. They do have a wagon, which I do not have on here, that's being pulled by a mule.
Looking at it makes my back hurt. What's he carrying?
Some
Hey,
hay.
look. 2 people.
But they're not the same.
How do we know that the Beatles weren't necessarily?
Oleg's gonna
the
do a
same?
perception check to see if the other person just has dyed hair.
Oh,
If they're the same person.
I think that would be
Very-
more of an investigation check.
Investigation.
Yeah.
You gotta be more broad to get the perception.
Yeah.
Is this a woman?
This is a
Hey,
solid
what is
thing.
this plant next to me? Because it looks tasty and I want to eat it.
That's a fire bush.
So it's a redhead.
It cures
Yep.
crabs.
Is it edible?
I
Does
mean,
anyone know?
It's edible once.
everything's edible.
Yeah, anything is edible once.
Is it safely edible?
It's got some pretty good sized thorns on it. It wouldn't be highly recommended for consumption.
I mean, considering he had a boo on.
Yeah, and that didn't
This
go
is
well.
Child's play. Child's play now.
Yeah.
But are the flowers edible?
There's no flowers on it. It's just leaves. You're looking
The
at
thing
red
above
one?
me?
Oh, I thought you
No,
were
the
looking
one
at
above me.
this one that your character token is pointed at. No,
No, the one above me. It's tasty.
It's just got some yellow flowers on it. Give me a nature check. I'm still waiting for your investigation check, Oleg.
I had a 10.
You can't tell.
Oleg's on guard.
I got 17 on the nature check.
Nature check. You are familiar with this bush. You can certainly try to eat it, but it's kind of like poison ivy. It's not going to feel good if you do.
I'm gonna not eat it just like I shouldn't have eaten the boulong before. So I'm gonna sadly march away from the bush knowing I can't eat it, and I can't eat the other red one. So I'm upset because there's no tasty plants next to me.
Maybe tomorrow.
Oleg will skirt the fire bush.
I'm gonna see the people and I'm gonna greet them.
Old timer. Why is your
Hail, old people.
What is everyone calling us old? Just
I thought you said old. Did you not say old?
no, I never say anything about him being
Okay.
old.
Okay.
Hey, young timers. Why is your wagon invisible?
Mary, just keep walking. Maybe they won't keep talking to us. Let's just keep going.
Are you guys okay?
Yes. Thank you.
Where are you
Hey, be
going?
careful. There's some gray guards ahead of you.
There's gray guards everywhere.
Yeah. Where have you come from?
Down the river. A town.
Are there any more gray guards in that direction that you saw?
Oh yeah. They're everywhere.
Are you gray guards?
Do I look like a gray guard?
Oh no, you're being suspicious.
Well, everybody's suspicious around here. I mean, you guys are suspicious. Why are you stopping us?
Well, yeah,
Because we were trying to greet you and be friendly.
Okay, well, hello. Nice to meet you. Goodbye.
you have a name tag above your head that says your god.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It's your god.
No.
What are you guys hauling?
Hey.
Hey.
Hi.
what's up?
Hello.
Do you guys need help?
No.
Okay.
What else are you guys hauling?
Hey.
Hey.
What's under the hay?
More hay.
Hey again. You guys are weird.
They're so scary. These people are scary.
Ooh.
One with the guy.
Ah! So what you mostly notice from these peasant folks that are walking down the road, they're just shy away from you guys. Like they're very nervous to interact with anybody, and this will be something that you have seen specifically like in Dell, where there's a lot of gray guards in the area that, people are just hesitant to interact with other people because you never know who might be an agent of the Shadow Lord. So people just kind of keep to themselves as a general rule.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of home. Everybody afraid to talk to everybody. Can't trust anybody.
And nobody knows your name.
This isn't Cheers. Down the road.
God, they can move as fast as the Grey Guards. We should invest in the visible wagon.
And they fade off into the distance.
They were abducted by aliens.
Jesus Christ. Okay, you guys set up camp, you sleep again for the night.
I wake up just before dawn, ready to watch the amazing spectacle of the land appearing again.
And it's time for sunrise.
I wake Oleg up right before sunrise. Oleg, watch!
The chunk floated in.
Oh, look. More money trees.
As you wake up in the morning, give me perception checks.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Blake, you can't go quite that far yet.
Okay, well,
15.
21.
23.
And here comes the 38.
I know, right?
No, actually, I got 19.
Wow.
I rolled higher than Oleg for once. I rolled the highest for once.
Wait, what'd you roll?
23.
What's your perception jump?
5.
So we both rolled an 18.
Yeah. I thought you said you got a 21.
Oh yeah, but I rolled an 18.
Different modifier. So, again, all of you are getting that same feeling. You just, again, feel like you are being watched. But you look around, you're not really seeing anything, except for Blake. You notice that up in the tree, there's a bird watching you.
How many?
A bird. A single
Please say
bird.
2. No, 2. There's 2 birds
Okay, there's
watching
2
us.
birds in a tree watching you. They're 2 pigeons. And
Okay. It's a forest.
Okay, hold on. Okay, but pigeons in a forest, that is a little suspicious.
And there's 2 of them, and they look the same.
They don't look exactly the same. They're just 2 pigeons.
Still, it's 2 pigeons, and they're staring at
There
us.
was only one. You just really wanted 2, so I put a second one there. But hey. There's 42 pigeons in the tree watching you.
That's a root number of 2. There's still 2.
Does Blake point it out? Or something?
I mean, yeah, but they're not really thinking much of it because, like, it's a forest. There's gonna be birds.
What,
Pigeons?
pigeons?
Yeah, but they're not normally pigeons in a
Where do you guys think
forest.
pigeons came from in the first place?
New York?
The wild. The forest. They're birds.
No, pigeons didn't exist until large metropolises, didn't you know?
Actually, first skyscraper.
Before that, there were just sewer rats, and eventually they grew wings.
Where the hell do you guys think pigeons fucking came from?
Jesus Christ, you guys think pigeons are real?
Well, I mean, there's a reason birds sit on, like, electrical poles. And
Yeah,
they're
they're recharging.
They're robots. That's why they
They're robots,
appeared
yeah.
suddenly when Metropolis was formed. Because they're
There's even a song about that, when birds suddenly appear.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Imagine,
Okay.
imagine thinking pigeons are real and we're
Blake?
in the wild.
It's because birds know the
Yeah.
earth is flat.
Look at these pigeons again. Give me a good investigation check.
Okay.
You see an antenna sticking out of one.
You said investigation.
Yeah. Or
Dirty 20.
nature. Dirty 20?
Dirty 20.
You are mistaken. These aren't pigeons. They are actually hawks. Because for some reason, having pigeons in a forest is traumatizing to our group. So they're now hawks.
That doesn't make it better. Hawks aren't real.
Yeah. And you don't typically find hawks in forests. They're usually in plains and prairies.
You know what? You guys and your bird facts could just go fuck yourselves.
They
Nobody wants your
originated-
bird, Brennan.
They're robins.
They originated in China.
They're vultures. They're suddenly vultures now.
Oh, we're in the desert. Here we go.
They're
Blake has a look of
Giant-
horror as these birds keep changing.
Giant birds that fly in the desert. Yeah, right.
But really, no, they're
So
just pigeons.
Looking at this pigeon turns into a hawk, then immediately turns into a vulture.
Blake is now traumatized and is afraid of birds.
Well, you should be. You are a mouse.
Ceylin, give me a nature check while you're
No.
hanging out here arguing about birds.
Hey. That's not a toy.
10.
Even with a 10, you're going to specifically notice that this river is definitely getting wider and it is starting to move quite a bit faster than what it was before. Like
Well, this is all going on. I'm over here watching these birds change into different types of birds.
If we get a boat, we can go a lot faster, guys. Maybe we could watch the chunks load midday.
Which way is the water moving?
I don't know. I assume towards the fog.
Yeah, it's moving towards the fog, which technically is completely backwards because you guys are moving west, which would be east, but it's fine. It's west. But right now, the water is definitely not deep enough for a boat. I mean, it's probably, at its deepest, only probably about 5 feet deep at this point.
A rat.
Okay, well
maybe
that's
10.
still well above Blake's head.
Yeah.
Like that level for Oleg.
Also, moving west, but moving east? You lost me there.
Well, because to me, on a map, east is to the right and west is to the left. But you guys are also traveling downriver, which would technically be to the right. But that's now east, but it's actually supposed to be west. So I'm just
I just had a
overcomplicating
seizure.
it.
Oleg sits
I'm
down.
pretty sure I just had a stroke trying to figure that out.
Yes,
I don't
same.
understand what that has to do with the flow of the river.
I'm
Like,
We're
you
going downhill,
explained
right?
it. You just explained it, and I'm more confused than when you started.
Good!
That makes sense.
This way is west.
This way is the flow of the water.
Yes, and that's west.
Yes.
Which is
Okay.
east from our normal perspective of looking down at the
Yes.
map.
Yes.
Okay.
But it's not. It's west. It's right, but it's west.
Yes.
Why is that arrow pointing at boobies?
It's pointing at a W for west.
Okay.
It's not boobies. It's not a butt either.
Too late.
Okay, we'll try this again. There. W. West.
Capital W.
They're really spiky boobs now.
It's a bird. It's a vulture.
That's the Laura Croft.
It's two
fucking treatment.
pigeons in a forest. Something never seen before.
Anyways, we are heading west to the right side of the map, and it is nighttime again.
And it is nighttime again. Unless you guys want to do anything else before nighttime.
I'm gonna try and climb up this tree to see if they're real birds.
As you start climbing up the tree, they fly away.
Makes me sad.
Makes them sad too, because I really like this tree.
I leave a piece of bread in the tree so they can have it when they come back.
Where are you getting all this bread?
I stole it from the little gnome people.
Oh, rude.
We took it in that room before we realized that we were allies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he keeps eating all the vegetation and giving away the real food.
Yeah.
And like a piece of bread.
So you guys.
And a sausage, because I took their meat too. And I give the dog a sausage.
Oleg's gonna
Wake up in the morning.
witness the majestic.
The appearing has happened. The appearing. Like, I sat there all night trying to think of a name for it, and I woke up, look, like, the appearing is about to happen.
Interesting.
I think Oleg is gonna kind of stay as far north as he can, according to the road, because seems like every other day we run into the red guards. Red guards.
See, me, on the other hand, I see those blue flowers down in the distance.
Not yet, you don't, because it's just morning time, and those are more in the evening flowers.
Which way is the wind blowing?
The wind is blowing towards the west.
Dang it.
Go ahead and give me perception checks again as you travel today.
Roll a 7.
24.
Ooh, very nice.
26.
So
Perception,
once
you said?
again, what?
You said perception, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. 8.
Yep. You're still just too infatuated with the fact that the Shriver's just getting faster and faster and whiter as the day progresses. But, again, all of you, and even Salin, you'll get this even with your lower perception roll. You just get like that tingly feeling on the back of your neck, like you're just being watched.
Salin, you should look underwater to see if there's anything under there watching us.
Okay. And she will just dive in with no thoughts toward safety.
So as you dive in the water, go ahead and give me either investigation or nature check, whichever.
God damn it. 8. No, sorry, 10.
10. You're just going to see some fish swimming around. There's some, bottom feeder type fish, just some little river type fish. You don't specifically know the types of them, but, nothing seems abnormal about them. Just a bunch of fish swimming around.
You just notice that there's 2 of each type. No big deal.
Back up. We're all good, just a bunch of fish.
How many?
A good chunk. I'll check again. Goes under, come back out. 2 of each type of fish.
What? No Zark is going on here.
Oleg's gonna do an Arcana check to see if there's any weirdness going on.
Okay.
Oleg's too preoccupied with Salin saying that there's 2 of each kind of fish. He rolled a 6.
Nope, you're not getting any kind of tinglies or anything.
I think Oleg's starting to believe this Octavius. 2 of everything.
He's getting paranoid because of all my 2s.
But he keeps thinking that there was those 3 gray guards, so maybe.
And there was 2
But there's only 2
farmers
groups
with a
of Grey
mule.
Guards.
There was only 1 mule.
Was there only 1 mule?
Yeah, but that was 3.
Yeah.
So there's been 2 groups of 3.
But they also had a wagon.
That doesn't count. It had 2 wheels.
It's just a wooden mule. So
Oh.
Inanimate object doesn't count.
hmm,
And I'm sure by now it's probably too late to say I meant to only have one gray guard in the first thing, but I put 2 on there by accident, so there's that. But, just be paranoid. It's fine. Nothing is wrong. But boy, it feels like something's watching you.
and Oak's feeling it pretty heavy. But he already did an Arcana check, so
Let's move up into the current day's travel zone. Octavius, do you want to eat this bush?
Nope, I learned my lesson about the yellow one.
Okay.
I want to eat the one that's down here.
At this point you would have a hard time getting across the river. It has gotten much deeper.
Hey.
The water is...
Salin,
Yep.
can you go get me some of those flowers?
Yep, got it.
Does Celine eat them all first?
She eats a good handful,
Oh.
and then they get really soaked swimming through the water.
Mm.
Okay, they're clean.
Here's your soaked flowers.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I just started eating them. I don't even care. They're delicious.
They're real mushy now.
It's okay.
Okay.
you're gonna be able to track us through your scat.
Anyway, on that note, you guys set up camp for the night.
Yep.
Wake up again to the quickest...
Yeah, wait till morning. The appearing is about to happen. Yes.
Salem, would you have gone back up on land with everybody else, or?
If they're not going to be anywhere near the river, yeah, I'll stick
Okay.
with them. But if they're going to be near the river, I'll stay in the river. But it seems like they're not, so yeah, she'll come back up.
Blake, are you mostly just sticking to the road while these guys are being weirdos up here in the bushes?
Yeah, Blake's not entirely sure why y'all are in the bushes. So
Probably because there's been 2 hordes of gray guards go waddling by. And we got a better chance of hiding if we're not in the road.
So you guys start traveling again through the day. Again, you still kind of have that nagging feeling something's watching you, but the more you look around, you're just not seeing anything, and you're not seeing any pairs of bugs or pairs of pigeons. But Blake, go ahead and give me a perception check.
I was gonna say, do we see anything way off in the distance? Because I want to play my flute.
That's 15.
15. As you're walking down the road and your friends are over here, checking out bushes and eating them, you start hearing something, and it sounds like a little girl. I mean, you've got kids. You're familiar with children. That was the dumbest sentence I think I have ever used as a DM.
You have kids.
I should know we're all familiar with children. We've all been one once.
Oh, fuck. Whatever. Anyway, so...
You know what children are?
you know
a
what
parent.
these little young things are. But you will recognize a child's voice. That's a better way of
Sit
putting
there. What
it.
the hell is that?
And you hear what sounds like a little girl yelling, Marie! Marie! Help me! Somebody help me! Marie!
There's a seagull.
Where?
It is coming from this direction over here.
Gonna run in that direction over there. Blake just takes off with no explanation.
Okay.
Oleg, what is that, Oleg? I've never seen a small creature like that before.
You can't see it through the bushes, so you don't know anything about children. So Blake, as you come through these bushes, you see a little girl standing on the edge of the river. She looks like she's maybe 5, 6, 7 years old, something like that. And she is just frantically pointing out into the water and yelling. And as you look out into the river, which I'm sure you would, you see another little girl out in the river who is clinging to rocks and trying to, keep from getting washed downriver.
Blake is immediately going to start panic calling for Salen.
Well, she's gonna
Blake is
start
not
running.
a strong swimmer. It's been established.
Yeah, I'm coming running because I want to see what's going on.
Yeah. Those things look horrifying.
I know.
And look, they're identical. There's two of them.
They're twins.
There, I've put names on them. That way you can tell them apart.
Salen, save the one in the water.
Yeah, Blake's just going to point at the one in the river and go, fetch.
Help! She can't swim! Marie!
Did you just tell me to fetch?
Yes. My brain couldn't think of the word help.
Help her? Get her?
My brain couldn't think of
Save
the word
her?
help.
No.
Dude.
Fetch. Go on. Go on, dog. Get in there. Fetch.
Okay, my dude.
Fetch.
So we have the eye pressure things at work, and my brain couldn't think of eye care, so I was just like, eye pokey pressure thing. It's been a thing all day.
So as Salen is jumping in and swimming towards Marie, Octavius and Oleg, what are you guys doing?
Panicking that there's two of them and that they're identical.
Okay. Useless, but
Never
okay.
heard of identical twins.
Oleg?
Oleg realizes what he looks like, and he would feel like he would be kind of intimidating to children. So he is kind of staying where like Octavius is, willing to jump in if Salen isn't able to get Marie. He doesn't want to terrify these children. This giant half-orc in armor come running to the water would be kind of terrifying to children.
Yeah, that's fair. And Salen, as you are getting closer to her, she does slip under the water. But you are able to get a hold of her. What's she gonna do with her?
I mean, pull her back, like bring her up to the surface so she can breathe and just swim back.
Okay.
I could really swim horizontally, and then we'd end up like over here.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess I got a little carried away with the bushes and vegetation in this area, so there would be more beach area here.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if the current is going that way, we would end up. It's better just to swim to the side and let the current pull you down a little bit than swim against the current.
That's true. But when you get her up and lay her down on the ground, she is unconscious.
Can I?
Oleg,
Do I
knock him
know
out.
if she's taken water into her lungs? It's like she's drowning.
It seems like she, yeah, definitely appears like she was partially drowning. Maybe need to do some healing on her to bring her back up. Either way, she appears to be
I was thinking,
unconscious.
could I destroy the water in the lungs? Create or destroy water? That, or I can just cure wound her.
Destroy water kills most of her body water.
Yeah, I would not recommend.
Yeah, that was my thought too.
It doesn't.
I figured you could have some
Shriveled
surgical
up into a mummy.
precision.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, then I'll just cure wounds her.
So as you are healing her, what are the rest of you guys doing?
Good.
Oleg is walking. There's that sign of the god again. Oleg's going to take the long way around. Make sure he's visible from a distance. Is she okay?
I'm running over to try and help.
Oleg, as you are taking the long route around, give me another perception check.
Okay.
Blake, I want you to give me one too, specifically on these children.
17.
So this wouldn't use smell, really, because you're just looking at them. And you said 17?
Yes.
Okay.
Same 17.
Okay, so I'm going to do Blake first. Blake, as you're looking at these two, you can surmise that these are definitely twins. They look identical. They have very pale skin, very dark hair. They're identical down to the fact that they both have a mole on their left cheek. I mean, these are definitely identical twins. Oleg, as you're running over, making the long route around, you hear something in the bushes coming from back across the road over here. Sorry, my map was a little farther down. And you see a teenage boy that has an bow and arrow. And as you run by, he takes aim and he shoots towards this one, towards Ada, who technically don't have her name yet. And he will be, I don't have a token specifically made for him. Let me find somebody that we can use in the meantime. A teenage boy looking character. Oh, we're going to use this one. We're going to use Simon. That'll work. He looks like he'd have a bow and arrow.
Oleg. You said Oleg saw him draw back his.
Yeah, he
bow to
drew
arrow.
back his arrow and let it loose, and
So
you
Oleg
see him as
will-
the arrow flies.
Oleg will try to deflect the arrow with his shield.
Let's do dexterity. And let's okay.
Yeah. That is a 19.
With a 19, you are able to quickly grab your shield and swat this arrow aside.
Hey, who are you shooting?
Quick! Don't you see? They're owls! They're owls! You gotta shoot them or pierce their heart. It's on the left side, not the right side.
What's an hole?
Lynn, I would like you to give me a Constitution saving throw
Oh shit.
as you are healing poor little Marie.
That will be 18.
An 18. What is the DC? I put it here somewhere. Oh, yes. Okay. So that will pass, but you are still going to take half damage.
Octavius is right. Oh, God.
You
Jesus
will
Christ.
take 41 points of cold damage as this. What?
That
Is that already
Halved.
have?
Well, it'll be halved to 20.
Okay.
Yes,
I
sorry.
was like, well, I'm fucking dead.
But as
actually,
you
I
are
wouldn't. I had to
healing
go
this
create
little
my-
girl, she suddenly starts to change. She just starts to basically turn black, and she doesn't really have a specific shape that you can see as she grabs you around the neck and does something. You're not exactly sure what it is, but you know that your throat just feels absolutely frozen.
How would I react? Because I'm right there.
How would you react?
I mean, I'd be pulling my bow and putting an arrow through their head immediately.
Okay. You can go ahead and, if you guys want to roll initiative, you can, or I'll just let you. Let's do this. Go ahead and give me an attack roll first. Which one are you trying to attack?
The one that's got him by the throat.
Okay,
Or
that's
her by the
Marie.
throat.
So I have a question while you're rolling your attack. Does Salen make a noise when this
With
happens?
a frozen throat? I don't think so. I
No.
don't think Salen could.
Yeah, he wouldn't be
Okay.
able to make any kind of a noise at all.
Okay,
Arms
so
closed. Nothing.
Does a 19 hit?
Well, it depends. Where are you trying to shoot her? You said in the head?
Did I hear that voice screaming out, shoot it in the heart?
I don't know that you necessarily would have heard it and known what in the hell it was talking to or what it was about. So, you'd specifically mentioned shooting it in the head, and as your arrow goes through its head, it just passes through and nothing happens. They're
Okay, then
owls.
I
You
scream
have
out,
to
oh!
pierce their heart. Their heart's on the left, not on the right.
Okay.
You have to stab it. You have to pierce its heart. Both of them.
Well, will come through the bushes. And what does he see?
You see, so both of them has started to change now. They just have like a shimmery, waving black and white mist around them. They don't really look like themselves. They don't look like these two little girls. You see a brief glimpse of like something that almost looks like a shadow creature. You also see glimpses of birds. You see glimpses of mice. They just seem like they can't hold their form.
Man, puberty did not treat these two well.
They look like they were like 6. They wouldn't have gone through puberty yet.
Shoot them in the heart, but their heart is on the other side.
You could stab them too. That's fine.
You can stab them too. You gonna help us? I'm sorry, I blocked your arrow. I didn't know.
And he is not talking to you anymore. He's gonna run over and start trying to stab at this other one at Ada.
I would already have another arrow notched and ready to go the second I heard that.
So anybody that would like to, go ahead and give me an attack roll on either one.
Yeah, they're Vagar.
Got an 18.
And that will definitely pierce through her heart.
Piercing damage.
So that was the one holding Salen by the throat.
Yes, and so as you pierce her, her form starts to shimmer more and more, and then with just a pop, she just disappears.
Quick, Blake. Shoot it in the heart on the other side.
Blake's not shooting shit. I rolled a 4 and a 5.
So our friendly
The 15
stranger that ran in is going to pull out his knife and stab the other one in the heart. And she again does the same thing. She starts to shimmer, and then with a pop, she just disappears.
Oh, well.
Anyone else think they look like a beetle for a second?
I saw mice briefly and birds.
Are you okay, friend? And this new person is talking to Salen.
Is my throat de-thawed?
No. So when you try to speak, no noise comes out. And the rest of you that are looking at him, you're going to see that he just has a flaming red handprint around her neck.
I'm going to use healing word.
Okay. So go ahead and cast your healing word.
Trying to zoom in so I can actually see. Because I don't think I've ever used healing word before. Creature of your choice that you can see, blah, blah, blah. Equal to 1. Holy crap, why won't you zoom in?
think it's a D4 plus your spellcasting.
Yeah, it's 1d4 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
We lost Jaden.
Which is charisma.
I'm
Plus
sure her
4.
internet
So
probably cut
1d4
out.
plus
She'll be
4.
back.
Has she gotten internet yet? Isn't she still in her hotspot?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Her hotspot. So how much did you heal?
6.
Thank you.
So technically, as this healing word touches you, Salin, you don't get that sense of relief that you would think that you would get from feeling better. It doesn't seem to really do anything.
So I don't get the HP back?
Nope. Our new little friend here is going to look at you and say, "Oh, no, it's just going to take time. It's a special, it's like a necrotic type damage that that a standard spell isn't going to help. But I do have something that can help." And he reaches into his bag and he pulls out a jar of quality brand honey.
Oh boy.
Is
I don't know why, but my internet decided to shit itself.
It's fine. The only thing you missed was Octavius tried to heal Salin and it didn't work. And so now your new friend that hasn't been identified yet is giving Salin some quality brand honey.
So it healed Salen's hit points, but not the affliction.
No, it didn't even heal her hit points. Because it's some weird type of necrotic damage that can't be healed with just a standard healing spell.
It could be that way.
So you'll watch as this guy pulls out this jar and he opens it and gets a big spoonful and gives it to you, Salin.
She will eat it.
And as you're eating this, you start to feel some relief. It doesn't feel like it's completely healed it, but probably about halfway. I mean, if you try to speak, your voice is still kind of hoarse and your throat definitely still hurts. It feels like like when you've got a cold and your throat's just raw and achy. But it does feel a little bit better than what it did.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're gonna want to, probably have some more of this a couple of times a day. Maybe put some in a tea tonight and a couple of times tomorrow. This is very, very special honey.
Smells wonderful.
So what were those things exactly?
Oh, they're oles. You don't know what oles are?
you can do a history
I
check.
do not.
Are you guys not from this part of Del? Or Deltora? Whatever?
Originally,
I am not.
Oh, they're pretty common around here. They're minions of the Shadow Lord. They're
So
shape
they just
changers.
shape.
Yeah, they're like a shapeshifter, but there's different levels of them. These are just a level 1. These are the most basic ones. They always travel in pairs, and they always are identical.
And I think they've been watching us for like 5 days.
Yeah, probably. The one thing that you will notice is, so with a level 1 Ol, somewhere on them they will have the Shadow Lord's brand.
So Sharon, I don't know if you realize this or not, but if you connected back to the damn shape-shifting birds that kept changing types,
Yeah, that was just bullshit. That was nothing. That was just us making fun of you guys freaking out about pigeons being in the forest. But no, it really had nothing to do with anything.
just a funny coincidence.
Yeah, and I knew I was opening a can of worms with that, but it was too funny not to just fuck around with you guys with it.
So Oleg will stick his hand out.
I'm Oleg. Thank you for your help.
We've met before. I guess you probably wouldn't remember me. Uh, we met at the Rithmark games. Rithmere. I said that weird the first time.
Yes.
You still don't remember me. It's okay. My name's Dane.
I put out my hand. I'm Octavius.
Oh, nice to meet you. I have not met you before. Very nice to meet you.
Sounds so familiar. Like out of character.
So Dane was, well, and it should sound familiar in character, but either way. So when you guys were doing the Rithmere games and there was a break at one point in time, and there was a young boy that brought around drinks for everybody, the Queen Bee cider, and it was this kid.
Oh yeah.
That was more. Oleg didn't drink it.
Well, no, but you still saw him.
Yes.
You still existed in that moment, whether you drank the shit or not.
Ah. The lad is served the drinks.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got here pretty quickly. Is this your home area?
Oh, yeah. Doom said that he ran into you guys, and our stronghold's not too far from here.
Oh, Doom.
Yeah.
Wait, he's alive?
Well, he left alive. I'd hope he'd still be alive.
I mean, I saw him, well, probably 6, 7 days ago, and he was fine.
All right.
You sure it was him?
Yeah. Oh, do you want me to tell you the rest of the stuff about the olds that you maybe would want to know?
Absolutely.
Okay, so as I was saying, the level 1 Olds, they always travel in pairs, and they always have the Shadow Lord's brand on them somewhere. I did notice that these two had matching moles, and chances are that's probably the brand. It's just really, really small in some cases. But they can't hold their shape for very long. Usually with a level 1 Ol, they can only hold their shape for usually a few hours at most. So if you just watch them for long enough, at some point their form will kind of shimmer.
That's good to know.
Yeah, and then there's grade 2 Ols, and those are, those ones are more tricky. Their mark will never be visible. It'll be hidden away somewhere that you're just not going to be able to find it or see it. It'll be, sometimes it's even on the inside of them, like on a kidney or something. And those, they can hold their shape for 24 hours. So again, if you constantly stare at somebody for 24 hours or, take turns, at some point, you would notice them change, if only for just a moment.
Did you kill them all the same way?
Yes. Now, I shouldn't tell you this, and Doom's probably not going to be happy that I did, but there have been rumors that there's a grade 3 Ol. I mean, Doom thinks that they're real, but nobody's really ever been able to see them, but they're supposed to be, completely stable. They don't lose their shape. So they can pick a shape and just stay that way. And,
Is there any way to force someone to change?
I mean, you can stab them in the heart.
I mean,
So you could be one.
I mean, you could be one too.
it's not real
I stabbed
conducive.
myself in the heart.
Stabbing people in the heart. So, no, that wasn't one. Not my bad.
Quick, healing hands.
Yeah.
I mean, their heart is on the
Random
opposite side of their
cold-blooded
body.
murder is not.
So if we...
Okay, we're not just gonna go up to people and ask what side of the body their heart's on. That's weird.
Yeah, I mean, there's really just with a grade 3, there's not a really any way that you would know.
I'm just gonna go lay my hands on everyone's chest. Hopefully, I don't, get put in prison for it. and check for a heartbeat on the opposite side.
But they are pretty common through this area. We're much closer to the Shadowlands than where you guys are from. I'm not sure exactly where you guys are from, but I know you were in the game, and I hadn't seen you around here before.
So you're part of the resistance, and I guess in a way we kind of are. We
Yeah.
are tracking down the stones.
Oh. What stones?
Well, maybe we should meet up with Doom, and then we can all have a big powwow.
Yeah. I mean, I could definitely take you guys back towards the stronghold.
Because
But
we just met, and it's a precaution.
yeah, no, I get that. I mean, I have a confession.
You're an old.
No, I'm not an owl. But I've been kind of following you guys for the last few days.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't specifically that I
jerk.
was following you guys. I was tracking the owls, and then I realized that the owls were tracking you guys, and so then I was just tracking everybody. And here we are.
Well, good thing you're around, or we would have been in trouble.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And he'll take another spoonful of honey and give it to Salin.
She'll take it gladly.
I would like Blake and Oleg to both give me. I want to. Huh?
Nothing.
Oh. I think it's probably going to have to be history checks.
16.
No. I crit failed.
Okay, so Blake is just really concerned with something. But Oleg, as
The ADHD.
as Dane pulls out this jar again and starts giving some to Salin, you're looking at the label on it, and it looks. As you think about it, you realize that it's really, really close to the label for the Queen Bee honey or the Queen Bee cider. But that's not what it says on it.
So yeah, you guys sell the honey commercially, or
Oh,
just some?
no, we buy this. It's very difficult to come by.
Yeah. Who sells it?
Well, generally, either you buy directly from Queen Bee herself, or you can buy it from Steven. Sometimes he has some.
Steven the merchant.
Yeah. Oh, have you
Oh,
met
the guy
Steven?
where
But not his brother, Nevitz.
we're not supposed to talk to his brother.
Yeah, you don't want to talk to his brother. He's a lot.
That makes me want to talk to his brother.
His brother's more likely to just
Right?
kill you versus have a conversation with you.
Well, that doesn't make for good business, does it?
Well, and that's why, generally you just don't see him.
Little murder happy, isn't he?
Well, I don't totally understand their family history. They're kind of one, but also two.
Seems to be a going thing in this area.
Yeah, that's kind of also a coincidence, but I mean, Nevitz lives inside of Steven.
I've learned there are no coincidences. This will.
Wait, lives inside?
Yes.
Like, is he smaller, or they stay the same person with two personalities?
It's kind of like more when something threatens Steven, Nevitz can just be there. He just manifests.
He's like,
So, like me, myself, and Irene. Got it.
Don't know that reference.
There are two
Good job.
other references that are much better. Hulk, Dr. Jekyll, and Mr. Hyde.
Those
What reference
Killian
is
and
that?
Ned.
I liked my reference because I just watched that movie on Saturday.
I mean, those
I
are
got the
definitely better
reference.
references, but Nevitz appears as a totally separate creature or humanoid than
So
Steven.
Ned.
He's a werewolf.
Yeah, it's really confusing. I don't understand all of the history of that, but
The reason I ask is the label on the honey jar is quite similar to the Queen's bee.
oh, yeah. So generally the Shadow Lord, he kind of dictates everything, and he knows about the healing properties of the queen bee products, the honey.
Yes.
And so he doesn't like it to be sold to the common folk. He likes it to go to, his minions, whether it's Grey Guards or other people that are under his employ. He doesn't want it to go to the general populace. So this is kind of like their way of distributing it on the down low, if you get my drift.
I do.
Yeah. And, well, I don't want to talk more about the family tree for Stephen. I think that would be something you would need to discuss with him, but yeah.
That's fair.
Well, can we go to Doom's camp or town? Or
Yeah, I can certainly take you guys to the stronghold.
yeah, let's go there.
Would be good.
Okay. I do have one other question. You guys seem to be heading west.
Yes.
After
Yes.
we go to the stronghold, can I travel with you
Sure, why not?
for just a short time?
I don't see a problem with it as long as Doom agrees.
Uh, uh, can we maybe not mention that we're going west?
Sure, why not?
Perfect.
I need more. I
Good.
need more information before I agree to that.
Yeah.
I've got you, kid.
Why are we hiding which direction you want to travel?
Well, I don't. It's not that. Well, it is that, but it's not that. But it's. I want to go to
But
Torah.
it's that.
I want to go to Torah, and Doom doesn't want me to go to Torah, so I don't really want him to know that that's where I'm going because he doesn't want me to go there. But I'm pretty sure my family's there, so I want to find them. But he
That's
just
the
keeps
answer to one of my
telling me,
questions.
later, we'll go later, but it's been later, and we still haven't gone.
My next question was going to be, are you Doom's son?
No, no, no,
Brother?
no
Cousin?
relation. No.
How do you know your family's there?
Well, my family has ties to Torah, and I think that's where they would have gone. We got separated a number of years ago.
Do you know why Doom doesn't want you to go there?
He just says it's not safe.
Nowhere's really safe.
I'm sorry. You're
See? Exactly.
You're how
That's my
old?
point. I'm 15.
That's old enough. Let's go.
Uh-huh.
You don't even know how old you are. Just no.
He'll be with us at all times. We'll keep him safe.
He is
How
a
about-
child.
How about
Yeah, and we had Hope, Happy, the little tiny thing. She was safe, and we took care of her fine.
Prin?
And he
Yeah,
he
but
can
he
have-
was also huge and like pretty
Capable of eating anything that got in her way.
Yeah, and this guy
exactly.
can shoot. He'll be fine. He was out here hunting ools on his own. He'll be okay to come with us.
Okay, I'll promise this. We will discuss it on the way to where we're headed right now, and have an answer for you before we leave from there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, if you could just not mention Torah to Doom, that'd be great. I don't even know if you guys are going to Torah. I just kind of assumed because it's this general direction and it's
Yeah,
on the
we can drop
river.
you off.
Is Tora on the way to the maze?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I promise I won't mention it unless I see an absolute necessity.
I mean, either way, I'm going to take you to
I see
Doom. It would just be
absolute
really
necessity.
kind of personal favor if you just not mention it. But if you have to, fine, we'll deal with it. It'll be fine.
Can't lie to Doom, but we might not have to tell him.
Perfect. That's
I
exactly what I had in mind.
Lying to him.
as a parent, I don't feel comfortable with that.
But Doom is not my parent, and neither are you.
No,
You got a good point.
no,
You don't have to parent this child.
but
I'm not exactly a child.
you're 15. You're a child.
I'm not exactly a child.
He's old enough to hunt these ools on his own. He's bigger than you.
Yeah? I saved you from this
Hey,
wolf.
we can't say bigger than Blake and act like that's a deciding factor because not much is smaller.
This
But
is
if
also
we're
fair.
But if Blake can come, why can't the kid come?
Because Blake's old.
Ooh, sick burn.
Yeah, but Blake has more to
Actually,
lose.
I don't remember how old Blake is. I don't think Blake is very old because mouse folk.
But you have like 50,000 children.
By having children,
Yeah.
Blake has more to lose and shouldn't be, and has even less reason to be here than the kid does.
When did Salen get all high and mighty over here?
I know, right?
The kid wants
Jesus.
to go. Let the kid go.
I like this one. Would you like some more honey?
Please.
Okay.
Oh, is that why? Because he's holding the honey?
Octavia,
He's gonna
Octavia,
go
I will not
regardless
heal you
of-
next time. I swear to God. Let's go.
He's gonna go regardless of what we do.
Yeah, so
I
let's
feel like
have him
he's
be with the safety.
safer with us than by himself.
Yeah,
And
and
I'll
I mean,
take
I can
personal charge.
But
help you guys
like you
too.
said earlier, we'll decide before we leave.
Yep, we'll decide later. She winks at him.
Nice. So Dane will start leading you guys towards the stronghold, and we will end it there.
Before we
Alright.
end it,
No. Yeah, what?
well, I was gonna ask this like earlier, but then the whole fight with the twins
Oh.
happened.
Yeah.
Oleg wanted to get his belly chain, and he wants to kind of take the opal out
Okay.
and kind of run it through his fingers and see if he can get some kind of vision. You don't have to give it to me now, or if at all.
Sure. No, I can give that to you now. So as you touch the opal, do you remember the last vision that you got? Or the only other vision that you've got from the opal, I should say?
Yeah, it was with the blacksmith and the.
Nope.
That was the dream.
That was the dream
That was
water.
that was the lake of acid.
It wasn't acid. It was the dreaming spring.
Well, the trip afterwards was.
Yeah. So, Oleg, I'll remind you. Your first vision that you had was when you first took the opal and were holding it, and you had visions of being in some type of
Nope.
dark, white, milky cave, and you could hear like a glooping something moving.
Okay.
So this time, when you touch the opal, you see you, and you see Ceylin, and Oleg, and Blake, and you guys are standing on a ship. Looks like some kind of pirate ship, almost.
Anybody else? Just us?
I mean, there seems to be some other people on the ship, but nobody that you would recognize.
Is there a bird man?
We've already been over this. Bird don't exist.
So, as you are seeing this image, you do see. Do you want like super specifics of what you're seeing? I guess I gave you just a general, but that was not super fair on my part.
Meadow.
Look, we'll take as much as he can get.
Okay, so you see
Oh,
the
very
four of
helpful.
you standing on a what looks to be some type of pirate ship. You can see that there is another woman that is sitting on a bench. That she is kind of bizarre looking almost. She's wearing like a big froofy pink dress. She's very heavy set, but also seems to be giggling and waving a fan a lot. You see another man that is beside her that is very tall and very slender with a very pointed mustache that just. They look like they're together, but they just don't quite go together. And you will
Oh, that's
also
John.
see a creature unlike anything you have ever seen before. The closest comparison that I can give you right now would be like almost an orangutan, but more human like.
Monkey.
Whoa.
But more human, but still more monkey. It's a bizarre looking creature. And as you turn a little bit farther, you do see that's close to where this monkey weird creature is the steering wheel of the ship, and you can see the ship's captain. And he is a very nice looking bird.
Can't be Martin then. He's a nice looking.
Hey! My bird boy looks fucking awesome. Shut up. I love my bird boy. Leave him alone. He's amazing.
I need to
Is he
go
blue?
deal with dinner and stuff. Are we good for tonight?
Yes, I was just giving him his vision, so otherwise we are good. That's all you're going to get from
Right.
that is the people.
Thank you for running it.
Yes, thank you.
Not fun. Have a good night, y'all.
Bye, guys.